Hey everybody, it's Word here with another video, and I am ranked 21 currently in the world with this Fireball army. So there's just the proof of it, and this is the army that I've been running. I've been running it for the last couple days, and I've added a skeleton spell in for one of the freezes, and I found it to be incredibly effective. The bread and butter kind of this attack is using the minion prince with the dark orb to kind of shoot through the rage towers, or just kind of support the heroes on their charge, support the warden wherever he's needed. The Warden obviously has the Fireball, but the Sneezy is really good compared to the Jelly to be a little bit safer, but also pairing to pull red mines and keep your healers alive. The Queen's got some nice equipment here with the double epics, and the King's got the Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots. So that's what I've been running. The 3 Yetis in the Clan Castle is also actually really nice because the Log Launcher is a great addition to this army, and I use it a couple times today, as you'll see. Plus, it's really nice in the Flame Flinger and the Siege Barracks, so it's really just the best combo in my opinion. And this is all that I'm running. It's going to be in the comments or in the description down below for you guys. And if you're interested to see the bases that I've been running as I've been pushing, it's also in the Saturn Discord. That's also in my description. I really appreciate the support as you guys have kind of subscribed and just pushed me on my journey to become a bigger YouTuber. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers, which is absolutely unreal. And yeah, I really just appreciate it. So thank you guys all so much. And without further ado, let's jump right on into the hits. All right. First hit is a huge core base, and honestly, if I hit anything in this core like the Multi-Inferno, that'd be good enough value. There's not an insane Flame Flinger up top, nor at the bottom, so I think, yeah, I'm going to try and walk kind of down this left side here into both of these wizards. And yeah, I'm probably going to be using the Siege Barracks on this one as my plan. Warden takes down the Party Wizard, takes down the Ice Wizard. Nice. They don't really do anything, to be honest here. Warden, the which one is that? The Broom Witch is the only one that actually does decent damage, and to be honest, the Warden can 1v1 it. So most of the times, none of the troops do anything to you, which is really nice. And yeah, Warden's gonna be cooking his way kind of through right here. I do have a Headhunter ready, right here when I engage the Royal Champion, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. So yeah, Warden's doing his thing right here. We're going in for the bomb tower. All right, to be honest, after this Builder Hut goes down, it'd be a really nice time to Fireball, but I'm kind of just gonna let my Warden walk right here. Now he's going to set up all on his own with a very cheap Fireball. We actually get some crazy value down in the core right there. I got an Invis right here and actually pop the Ice Block since absolutely every single Fire Spirit from the Furnace went to my healers. They might be cooked because there's like 5 on him right now. I think he's definitely cooked. We're going to find out, but yeah, I think the healers are donezo, which would be very unfortunate if they are. So far, it looks like they're all right. Okay, they must have been on the Sneezy somehow, which is insane to me. I'm going to rage up right here just so I can kind of take my eyes off my Warden a little bit. King ability should be able to open the rest of the base right here. There it goes. Nice. We open up the Town Hall compartment, which is unreal. There's the Queen ability plus the freeze right there to get us through that. Baby Dragon down on this side. Another 2 Headhunters right there. And yeah, Minion Prince already starting his way in with the Yetis right here. I'm going to get the Town Hall down fairly easily with the King right there. And so my Minion Prince kind of just needs to work through this last compartment, which we should be able to do fairly easily right here. I don't want to put down too many troops that are, my Warden's going to pull into. So right here, just trying to let my troops kind of walk their way in. There's a phenomenal ability for my Minion Prince, who's kind of going to just finish off what's left of this base. And yeah, this one's going to be a 3-star. Really nice start to the day. And we'll continue into the next ones. Hopefully not letting the Clan Castle be pulled and jump onto all my healers, because that was a little scary. But yeah, we're still going to get the 3-star right here. And let's move into the next one. All right, into our second hit. And a huge Rage Core, to be honest. I think I just want to Fireball the Monolith. That gets some pretty good value, and it's pretty easy to hit. So I think that's going to be my plan right here. Not really seeing too big of a Flame Flinger anywhere. So yeah, gonna come in almost directly flat to the Monolith. That's how I like to approach these. Honestly, the Sneezy in range of the air defense right away is just that's a noob move. That's not something that I want to be doing because I know better than that. But you know what? I did it. So we'll move on. And we should be able to, I want to snipe down this Wizard Tower anyway to help with the Invis. Plus it jams up the Archer Tower. So really good use there of the Rocket Balloons. And probably once I get down this multi-Archer Tower, I can send out the Fireball. I mean, Yeah, there's a pretty hefty section also by the town hall right here that the minion prince is probably gonna have to help me through. But yeah, once I take down, hopefully that ice wizard can go down to the fire spirits. That'd be really nice. Yeah, it looks like it will. Nice. Okay, once I take this down right here, just don't really want to take any chances. Triple invis right there. Boom, right into the core. Really nice clan castle. I think I missed the multi, but I'd rather get the clan castle. So, didn't want to take any mistakes kind of right there. And yeah, minion prince comes in right here to kind of just counter the rage tower. Gonna pop it right there. That's a really nice ability right there. And we're gonna walk our way right in. King, queen. Actually gonna freeze right here to hopefully stop the town hall from getting just any more shots off. And I've been trying to start using in my Sui the Azure Dragon because I've been finding it not too useful. And, I was recommended that that's a good way to use it. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do right here. I'm probably going to, all the heroes are right here, but it's really hard to use kind of any sort of headhunters since there's also, I'm actually just going to poison since there's 3 heroes right there. But yeah, as I was saying, since there's like, you know, 18 multi-infernos, it's really hard to get any kind of inside right there, headhunters. But yeah, this one's looking absolutely crushed, to be honest. I'm gonna get a nice skeleton spell on this back end and take out another air defense just to help out my minion prince. But yeah, we've absolutely crushed this one. Kind of started from the really nice fireball, and then the minion prince just does really well kind of on rage towers. So absolutely gonna be using him onto the rage tower right there. And we crushed this one with some overkill, 3 spell space and a bunch of troops. Everything's still alive, and yeah, absolutely huge 3-star. And let's keep it rolling. All right, into this next one, we've got a double poison. This one looks like I might be able to find a better flame flinger. I don't know if I want to try one on that wing though. All right, I'm not really sure, but so for the fireball, I think I want to hit the town hall right here. I'm gonna just walk this kind of bottom corner, and then yeah, send it into town hall right here. So incoming with the furnace, Sneezy hit a black mine right away, but at least didn't, isn't in range of the air defense because yeah, losing the Sneezy right away does suck. So honestly, I'm hitting a lot of black mines. There's another one I kind of figured, so I gotta be careful because I've already hit like 4 of them, so I bet you they're all right here just checking for another. Nope, okay. At this point, want to take that down. And yeah, I mean, I think I want to take down this wizard tower that set up my fireball just even easier right here. Honestly, right there, just going to hit the town hall. I don't know if I'm going to hit the arch tower. Okay, I did. I wasn't really sure though, but I'll rage out my warden right here because he might walk out of it, but it's mostly just the healers right here. Gonna keep me kind of nice and topped up through this entire section. And as my warden kind of steps up into range of this um, Royal Champion, I've got the Headhunter really nicely right there to counteract that. 2 balloons is all I think I'll need to take down that Town Hall. It's pretty weak. Yeah, nice. Okay, we got it down right there, which is awesome. Really sets the funnel for my warden. And then, yep, now I can go in. Baby Dragon wasn't really meant to be played right there, but King, Queen, another Headhunter to come in for the Minion Prince. Already went down, but there's another one already ready to go. And yeah, Azure Dragon coming in. Just a balloon to scout for that. And I think on this one, there's the Multi-Inferno, which is kind of going to shut down any good use of these rocket balloons. Or sorry, the skeleton spell onto the gear tower. So I'm going to continue to hold it. And I'm going to try and find a spot for that to come in later. But yeah, we'll see right here. King should turn in. That's really nice. And once this goes down, then I'll get some really nice value from my skeleton spell. So I'll pop it right here, kind of between the gear tower and the monolith, trying to hit both right there. A really nice king ability, to be honest, just opening the core. And the poison tower triggering onto the skeletons is honestly insane right there. Okay, right here, I'm going to pop the queen ability. Warden's still rolling, and I got an Invis ready for him if I need it. I'm going to freeze right here into the monolith. I'm watching the warden, but I think he's fine. He can 1v1 the gear tower here in normal mode. So yeah, we take that down. And there's really not much left to the base. I'm going to Invis right here to try and make sure that Archer Tower, or that Archer Queen clone can get down the monolith. But yeah, like I said, there's just nothing left on this base. We're kind of going to walk around it. Swagging the Minion Prince on this one, which is very nice. And yeah, a really nice 3-star, starting off with kind of finding a decent fireball right there under the town hall. Got some good value and was really safe to hit, to be honest. And then yeah, kind of just crushed through the rest of the base, and we're gonna get a nice clean 3-star here, swagging a hero and 4 spell space. So a really strong army that I would recommend you guys using because the power is really there. It's kind of just sometimes the one-off misses and stuff, so you just got to make sure that you're dialed in. And so far, we're doing really well. Let's keep it going. Okay, into this next one we got, okay, an Invis Rage Core, nice. So this should be a very easy one, barring any mistakes. I want to hit the scatter shot. That's what I like to aim for. And there's a pretty heavy section down here, to be honest with you. Maybe a log launcher would be really nice on this one. Honestly, actually, there's really good flame flinger value up top here. Yep, so just going to take that down right there. Maybe check it with for some skeleton spells, sorry, because that doesn't get checked. And yeah, we take down the Tesla right there. Didn't quite get that one down, but now we will. And we're set up. Took about 10 seconds right there, but I get an amazing flame flinger setup and some archers even just to help out. I think I was thinking about going a log launcher through kind of this whole double multi-archer tower, multi-inferno section since it's actually pretty thick of defenses, but the flame flinger just gets some amazing value up there. There's definitely nothing better that the log launcher would have done. So I'm going to continue walking right here, and I like to kind of charge through this expo and scatter shot. I like to, or fire spitter. I like to get a little deeper before I fireball on this base. So I'm going to let my warden walk. Maybe I should have started with him then since it was relatively safe on the entry, and I could have, then set up the flame flinger to save some time, but it's all right. Gonna use a balloon right here. Oh, that's actually probably gonna pull the clan castle. That was a bad balloon in my opinion. Okay, it doesn't barely, but I was kind of just lucky. So right here, I'm probably just gonna ice block. So I'm set up really nicely for a double invis. I'm gonna pop 3 just to be safe, because I always rather be safe than sorry. It's a huge mistake if I miss that fireball, and saving the invis really isn't that big of a deal. So yeah, always rather be safe than sorry. I'm actually gonna pop this one right here. Here, I'm gonna actually come in right away with the army. Azure Dragon coming in, and yeah, we actually got even really nicely set up my kind of pathing around this one. I'm going to freeze right here onto the biggest defenses, let my king get as deep as I can before popping his ability. But yeah, it looks like we're looking really good. Okay, my warden does actually change direction right here on me, which is a little tough, but can't say I didn't see that coming. Okay, my flame flinger actually is really just getting absolutely everything right there, which is absurd to me. I'm gonna put my minion prince ability right away because that really just slows everything down to help my queen get through it. And yeah, there's really just nothing left of this base. There's a poison and 2 headhunters to try and get the rest of that. But I think the Yeti Mites might get the town hall. If not, I got the full health minion prince. So we've 3-starred this one. I mean, it's a very easy base. I've hit it a billion times, but hopefully the minion, and honestly, or the wizard will probably just target the broom witch, which sucks because I wanted to get on the gold storage, but it's all right. I'll save these 2 minions because the broom witch is going to make its way over to everything else right here, and the minions will finish that off just to save me some time. Maybe I should have saved the wizard to do the same, but it's all right. As I mentioned, another 3-star on a base that we've hit many of times, so I'm not really worried about it. I know exactly how to approach it, setting up a really nice flinger right there, and yeah, really nice 3-star. Let's move on to the next. All right, into the next one, another double Invis core, but on this one, I think I want to just hit this first Invis core, and the second one, I'll probably log launcher, maybe through the monolith. This is going to be my idea right here. I think that'll work out very nicely, to be honest. So yeah, I can snipe out that mortar, as you can see, fairly free, so I'm just going to put 1, maybe 2, I guess, rocket balloons down. It will kind of do its thing right there. Take down the mortar, and then yeah, on the run, which might be a little risky, but yeah, pop in the fireball right there. We get down the whole compartment. Really simple. I mean, this is definitely not a base trying to defend fireball, so that's really nice for me. I just got to make sure my warden doesn't die here to the gear tower expo king. It's a pretty lethal section right here, and to be honest, I got 3 invis, so I might just use them. Really nice to engage the king and expo at the same time because that's easy. It'll just be the gear tower, and I don't really want to start my sui just in case because I don't want to, be too far multitasking that I can't, focus and get this down. So I'll pop 1 invis right here, and that should be all I need. Nice. We get through this section right there, and I'm probably going to start right here. Yeah. Incoming with the log launcher already. Skeleton spell should do really well. Gonna get the Azure Dragon right here. Baby Dragon even on this flank. And yeah, King ability already going forced is really bad. I mean, I feel like it always happens that the King just gets wrecked by the monolith. Wherever it is, it just locks onto him, it feels like to me. So that's tough luck. My Warden's actually gonna go kill the Queen right there. So we're looking pretty good on this one. I don't like my Minion Prince, going to be coming around on this flank. I feel like there's definitely a better spot for him to go, but that's all right. I'm definitely going to rage up the queen and the yetis into this core right here for sure. Going to freeze up right there on kind of all that junk and pop minion prince ability plus queen ability. Now I'm liking a lot more the setup. My queen's actually going to be able to take down that entire core, and there's really just nothing left on this base. So yeah, we've absolutely crushed this one. I mean, it all started from just a very simple and easy fireball. The base is not really meant at all, as I mentioned, to defend this, so it should be really easy for me, and it was. Couple balloons in right here. Queen's gonna finish that off so we can swag the rest of our balloons, and 5 spell space right here. So we're just swag, swag, swag all day with this army. I mean, it just, yeah, it crushes the bases that are out to stop Root Riders, stop Royal Champion charges in general. So yeah, amazing, amazing attack, really clean. And let's move on to the next one. All right, loading into this one. Ukraine Forever. I already hit one of these guys today, so that's actually just really funny that I've hit 2 of them. But yeah, I mean, the Builder Hut's a really nice fireball, but I really like to go behind the Spitters, and this fireball in the Crusher Mortar would be absolutely absurd. I'm not sure if I can quite get it because it's some crazy value, but I think I might be able to. I think I just might. So I could try and set up a flinger on this corner, and I think that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm just going to snipe out this mortar since it doesn't pull the clan castle. Going with the flame flinger all the way from the corner just to make it easiest. And yeah, sniping down these 2 mortars right there just very simply. I should be able to get a multi-arch, just maybe one of them, but, you know, one of them's at least not too bad. So I gotta make sure I take down this archer, though. Honestly might die. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I won't need to pull anything else from the clan castle, which is lovely. And yeah, my plan right here, I think, is to just, I'll snipe down the mortar, maybe the bomb tower, to set up my fireball a little easier. And honestly, there's not much air damage in the area. Maybe I could have paid better attention to that. But yeah, we're looking really nicely right here. And I might want to take down the wizard towers because I can get an invis onto the ricochet cannon, spitter expo, ricochet cannon, spitter expo, and a multi. So there's 3. And I do have an extra one, but yeah, I'd obviously rather not need it if I don't. So I mean, if I take down one of these wizard towers, I might just invis the other, but we'll see where the pathing is, because if he goes naturally to the other one, which I kind of doubt, then I would do it, but yeah, it's not really looking like he will. Oh no, he does, nice. Okay, so I'll probably ice block after I take this one down, and then yeah, triple invis right here. Fireball comes off both sides. I don't get the ricochet cannons because they do need 2, but that's no problem. I'll just send in 1 rocket loon, and then, okay, I did actually not get the multi-arch on that side, so it's not a phenomenal, by any means, flame flinger. Gotta make sure my warden stays alive here though for the gear tower. Trying to keep my king alive a little bit better right here. Oh man, he already goes to ability. So my king absolutely get wrecked in another attack right here. You know, he does not stay alive very long. So honestly, in this one, I kind of just need 1 invis onto. Okay, I need to pop that poison. But 1 invis onto my warden will get down this section because it'll get me down the gear tower, which is kind of the only thing that can take me down. And then yeah, head under here onto that. The queen's doing her thing right there. There's the minion prince into the back end. And yeah, the queens are doing fine right there. There's a lovely minion prince ability, to be honest with you. I'll rage him up as he goes through. Probably popping the Azure Dragon on this back end. And so we're not like destroying this base because I did have a little bit of a problem there with getting absolutely nothing from my flame flinger. But I'll freeze right there onto kind of the only air damage left. Try and jam it up right here. I got the Azure Dragon and the Minion Prince working together. I'm actually going to rage up the balloons and Minion Prince because, yeah, if I can take down all these defenses, I'm not worried about finishing on the Town Hall, to be honest with you, because I have so much stuff left alive. I just need to make sure that I can power through the defenses. So really well done finishing off the base right there. The Minion Prince just does a phenomenal job with his ability to make him almost unkillable. And yeah, we get another 3-star, and let's keep it rolling. Okay, we're into this one, and maybe I don't want to make the same mistake trying to go for a Flame Flinger if it's just really hard. Yeah, I don't really want to risk it and get no value, so I'm just instantly probably going to be going for the Siege Barracks. On this one, there's some lovely Fireball value on the Rage Tower. I just want to see what's the easiest thing to hit, and I think the Rage Tower is quite simple on this one, kind of near the gold storage. I just want to see the range of that Ricochet Cannon, so I have to put myself onto the gold mine, but that's fine with me. I can get kind of a just triple invis right here. We get the Fireball to land, which is amazing. And to be honest, my plan is to go towards the clan castle, which I know is a little odd because you usually don't want your warden to fight the clan castle. But I feel like on this one, just because the warden's between the clan castle and my healers are on the other side, that I should be fine. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if my warden went right, though, because of that fact that I'm away from the clan castle. So we're kind of going to see, because I'm fine with my warden to go anywhere, to be honest. But yeah, the wizards can do some big damage if your warden is distracted. So make sure he's taking them down, or at least get them taken down with something. I don't like to head into a fire spitter, and the clan castle is kind of like two things right there. But, you know, I had to hit the fireball that was given, which obviously that was some insane value. So I might sack, going into somewhere I'm not entirely, 100% happy with because of getting that awesome fireball. So we're going to take down the king right there. I think I'm going to try a log launcher kind of through the expo and gear tower section. So I'm going to start my queen right here. Furnace comes out, so I'm already going to poison it, which is really nice. And yeah, the ice golem's going to come in. There's the king. I think I'm going to go with the baby dragon. There's the log launcher angle that I'm looking for. Log launcher comes in. Gonna get the Azure Dragon, couple balloons to just tank for. I think with the Sui, it actually does do really well. I was recommended it, and I have been liking it a lot today, so that's what I'm gonna continue doing. The log is getting its value, but the Ice Wizard is kinda on the log launcher, so it's gonna open up a little early right here, but at least it did some pretty good work. I'm actually gonna funnel out everything really well, and even keeping my Warden, the healer's not on the Fire Spitter is really nice. So yeah, we're working just really perfectly on this base, to be honest. There's absolutely nothing going wrong for me. My queen's about to go to ability, and yeah, I like to finish kind of with the minion prints through the last Rage Tower section of the base, so I'm going to do that right there, as I've done many a times. Invis might have been, a little late right there. It's not really going to save that, but I'm going to come in with that right there. There's just nothing left to this base, to be honest. I got all the air defense down. There's the headhunter to get the enemy queen, and then at this point, yeah, there's just nothing left of the base. There's a couple of those like ground defenses, but that's why, the minion prince does so well, because that ground expo and the ricochet cannons just do absolutely nothing to him. So we're going to continue rolling around this one. And I apologize for my voice. I'm filming this one late at night because I want to kind of do it before, I go away for the weekend. But yeah, another 3-star, swagging a couple of things once again, and let's keep it rolling. All right, you know what time it is, guys. We're buckling in for the final hit of the day for the 320. And honestly, this is a really weird one. I don't like the hook tower being all isolated in the core. This is honestly going to be a kind of tough one for Fireball, but I'm still going to try my best and see what I can come up with. So on this one, I think a Town Hall Fireball once again wouldn't be too bad to get the Clan Castle, but, I really don't like this one. I might just go for like a Fireball into the Multi Inferno. But yeah, I think if I can go get the Town Hall, I'm not really too sure yet. I'm just going to kind of continue thinking. But if I get the Town Hall right there, I'd get a pretty nice Fireball into the Scatters and the Clan Castle. But I'm just not sure if I like that, too much, because that Hook Tower is still a bit of a menace. And I'm getting a little bit better at the ranges of it, so I'm still just kind of guessing, if I can get my Warden to about attacking the Expo, that's as close as I want to get, you know what I mean? So plus, if I can take it on the Ricochet Cannon, it's kind of a triple Invis right here, which I'm more than happy to do. I'll probably Ice Block, triple Invis, and yeah, we'll get the value. So I'm more than happy to do that right there. Hoping that bugger doesn't pull anything. And yeah, we're going to go in right here. Invis, Invis, Invis. We go get the Town Hall. I'm going to split the Quakes, getting the Clan Castle, and both Scatters. Oh, I missed the Scatter somehow on that right side, so that's a little unfortunate. Probably could have used both Quakes on them, but I tried not to there. On this one, the Minion Prince, yeah, could be a bit of a problem, so I'm going to try and make sure he's not, but trying to tank right here, get a Headhunter in. The Warden's doing all right, but I do want to get in a Furnace right there. King, Queen. The Ice Golem's doing absolutely nothing, but yeah, I'm going to try and keep my Warden alive through this. The King's going to be a little bit troublesome. Luckily, it's pulling my Warden kind of away from the heroes, which is really nice. But yeah, I want to use the Rocket Balloon right there, really push my King inside the base. Nice. He's about to get hooked, which is actually absolutely ideal. There's nothing better I could have wanted. He gets hooked right there. We take down the hook, hopefully. Okay, the Azure Dragon lured in my Warden, which isn't ideal because, yeah, now my Queen's going to probably get pull the Warden as well. But so far, we're actually looking all right. Yeah, I actually really like the spot we're in for now. I got an Invis ready for the Warden. I'm probably just going to rage him right here because he's going to be going through the Gigamom anyway. There's the Queen ability since she's kind of been stuck on a lot of stuff this raid. And yeah, there is my Minion Prince who's going to be the savior of this one because look at that. Over on that side of the base, there's seriously nothing. Like, he's going to be going straight into the Monolith, but there's no air targeting defenses other than the Monolith. Popping his ability right here through the rest of the defenses, and yeah, we've absolutely slammed this one, which is absolutely amazing. A little bit of an odd base, and we just kind of attacked it absolutely beautifully. We're swagging 4 spells on this one, a whole bunch of troops, and yeah, we've blown it out of the park. Really, really happy with today, how it went. Another 320. I really appreciate if you still watch this far in the video. Just drop a, fireball in the comment just so that I know that, you watched this far, and I really appreciate your guys' support to make it to the end of the video. So without further ado, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.